Hello and welcome back to HLS Crypto. My name is Dan. So just before we get into the video today, I just want to talk about something with you guys. I know a lot of you have asked me about Discords and Telegram and things. I'm thinking about setting up a Discord very soon. We'll do like maybe a weekly call with each other, not just necessarily about crypto. We can talk about different aspects of life, and I think we'd have different tabs for different things. So if that's something that you're interested in, then please let me know in the comments, and we'll see where we can go with that. Because obviously I want to dedicate as much time to that as possible if we go ahead and do that. So crypto investors, you will regret this. So as you know, I was around and getting wrecked in the bull run of 2021. I learned a lot during this time, and the goal of the channel is ultimately to free myself from the 9 to 5, although my shift is 12 hours, but you get the impression, and to help as many people as possible along the journey to the 2025 bull run and beyond that. Hopefully, that's the plan, that's the goal. Unfortunately, we all make mistakes along the way, and we have regrets. Regrets are hard, and not just in crypto. And I have many regrets from life, but that's another story for another day. But I'm assuming that you're like me. You're going to have regrets in your life, and not just in your crypto journey. So, what will you regret in crypto? More importantly, for this video, FOMO. You'll regret doing it because, and this is a lot of the time. This happens with meme coins. It happens with certain things, but if for instance, Pepe, everyone started going mental about Pepe, putting in far more than they probably should have done, and ultimately ended up getting wrecked. So that's something that you need to make sure you can limit your regrets there. I don't have enough and envy, so I've made a video about this separately as well, but I don't have enough, and I know. I'm the same. Everyone's going to be guilty of this. You always feel like, oh, I just need a little bit more of this one, a little bit more of that one, and you're constantly trying to chase even beyond what your target is, which is silly. You don't need to do that. If you have complete belief and faith in a particular project, then obviously, yeah, put that little bit extra in, but don't beat yourself up for not having enough. And don't be envious of other people's portfolios as well, because you see them on Twitter, you see them in different places where they've got hundreds of thousands in there, and you're thinking, wow, I envy that position. It's okay to have that goal and drive within inside you to try and get them positions, but just don't be hurt and beating yourself up and envious of that, and don't go out and then risk more than what you normally would just to try and catch up, because ultimately it's not a good position to be in, and it'll affect your mind. I wish I'd have got in at a specific price. Now this is classic. As an example, me with Casper, with the K, I'm trying to get that in at a certain price. It is coming down a little bit, so let's hope that within the next couple of days, I think over the next 48 hours, I think I'll be buying my Casper bag. If I'd have known about this project earlier, I would be a millionaire, etc. Now, this is again, you can relate this to Casper. I can relate it to Quant as well. I got into Quant probably a little bit too late back in the 2021 bull run, but now, obviously, we're getting in at really good prices. But that's another thing that you'll feel that, oh, if only I'd known about this, if only I'd done that. Don't worry about it. I wish I was involved in crypto when I first heard about Bitcoin all those years ago. Now, this is a classic one. A lot of us, I mean, some of the younger ones maybe not, but most of us heard about Bitcoin back in like 2013, 14, 15, and didn't really think it was a thing. Like, well, what is this? What is a digital currency? And you don't know until you start looking into it. And people who did look into it there and then, and probably made themselves a lot of money. I think there was that guy. What did he do? He like bought 2 pizzas or something. And I think they'll probably be worth about £100,000 or something crazy now, or even more than that. I think sold too early, too late. Now this is a problem. So the amount of times I think it's happened to a lot of people. It happened to one of my friends on XDC. Literally sold XDC the next day. It pumped, and he was like, "Nah, this can happen. It can happen." And then selling too late is where you're like, it's gone to its peak, and you're like, "Oh yeah, this is going to keep going. This is going to keep going." I had this with Quant. I thought when it hit like, I don't know, 300 and some odd pound, I think it was, not necessarily dollars, but it was going up, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll just hold that. That'll soon be 1,000. No worries about that." And then bang, bull run ended. And yeah, you can hold too late. Plus many more, and I'm sure there's many other examples that you can think of that you might be shouting at the screen. Any of your regrets, then pop them in the comments. Feel free to do so. So what can you do about that? Well, for some of them, absolutely nothing. As I'm sure you, like me, don't have access to Doc and Marty's DeLorean. Can you imagine life if we did, right? That would be quality, wouldn't it? Imagine just going back to whatever time period you want to go back to. That'd be awesome. I'd go back to the 80s, I think. You must form a plan in your mind, and you mustn't beat yourself up. So we spoke about this earlier. You've got to have your vision, your goal, what you want to do, and don't beat yourself up about it. You know, it's a long journey. We're all on the journey together. It's just important to try and just keep yourself raised, keep your vibration a little bit higher. Don't worry and beat yourself up by what other people say, think, do. Just try and do you, because ultimately, there's only one of you. You are unique. You know. Keep a level, calm head, and this is important to master this, not only in crypto but in life also. So you see times where charts, and this can go either way. So when they're going mad and they go really high, you got to keep that calm head and think, well, is this the top? Should I be thinking about getting out now? And the same way as if things are really, really low, you're thinking, well, oh, is this the bottom? Is it all going to go to zero? Chances are no, probably not. If you're investing in the right coins, decent fundamentals, things like that. So just keep that level head. Just take a step back sometimes. Go for a walk if you have to, just to clear your mind. Take 10 minutes. Don't make massive rash decisions, spare of the moment, because they will come back and bite you in the ass. They really will. Work out ways to increase your income the best way you can, and it's got to fit around you, obviously. But if you don't have time, you must make time, and this is kind of like a harsh reality because I don't have a lot of time. I genuinely don't, but I always have to find some. I have to cut back on something to find more time so I can keep making obviously videos and doing different things. But I've always got to look for trying to have that time. And you might say, oh, I've got zero time. I don't have any time. You do. You do have time. If you scroll TikTok for 3 hours a day, then you've got time. And that's a harsh reality, but it is true. You know, we do have time and we need to start thinking about how best to use it. We're getting close now to the BTC halvening. So we've got to keep that in mind as well. If you're not currently into crypto, then it might be wise to start thinking about getting some positions now, you know? Understand that time is running out and you don't want to have to rewatch this video in 2027 with the same regrets. I think this is key. I think in life, if we continue to make the same mistakes, the same regrets are going to appear. And then the longer we get on, the older we get. We're no further forward, and that's always a bit of a shame, you know? So just understand that we are getting close to the halving, and you've got to start thinking about when you want to start deploying your finances, basically, and seeing what you want to do, because you've got to have your dream, right? Start with what you have. So you've got $50. Start with that. It's a start. You're not going to change your life from $50, but at least it's a start. Make the start. Same with me. With like this laptop is a nightmare sometimes. So start with what you've got. I started this YouTube channel with this laptop, and at the minute, this is how it's going to remain until I can start, planning to get a better one. But you have to start with what you've got. It can be knowledge. Start with whatever knowledge you have. Start whatever your lifestyle is, and start with whatever region in the world you are. You might have a dream to move to a different region of the world if that's your goal, and start where you are and plan and move on. Do what you have to do. A DCA in, and then layer out your targets. And I've spoke about this so many times, but it's still really important. Make sure you have your plan. DCA that money in, and then when you come into hitting your targets, just layer them out. Layer them targets out. So you don't hold for the top. You just layering out, and you take them your life-changing money. And if you want to leave that 1 to 5% to go and try and hit the moon or even hit Jupiter, just don't try and hit Uranus, right? Just try and do something good. And I think that's the best way to do that. Try to learn something new each day will help you. And I think this is key. I think whatever you can do, whether it's read 10 pages of a book, whether it's watch a different YouTube video, whether it's, anything that you can learn that one new thing that will help you in the future. Always try and look to learn one new thing a day. I think it really helps. Visualize your best life and write it down. And I know this is going to feel really uncomfortable at first. It generally does. But once you take 5 minutes out of your day just to sit there, close your eyes and plan and think, feel what it's like to have your best life and what you want to achieve, get it written down. It'll help you so much more because you're looking back and you can always refer to it. Keep a little card in your purse or your wallet or your bag or in your pocket, whatever you want to do. And just every now and again, especially if you start feeling a little bit low, just pull it out, read it. If you start to lack a bit of conviction, read it. Understand what you're trying to do because it's really key. And I just want everyone on this channel to absolutely have their best lives. And I hope that we can do this together. And I want to achieve it. For me, I want to achieve it and hope that you guys achieve it yourselves. And it's all in the comments. In 2025, I've said this before, I'm looking forward to all the little comments saying how well everyone's done. And most importantly, persist. Now, this is key. Throughout life, you're always going to have adversity. It just exists. But the most important thing is to keep persistent, Don't disappear. Just keep going each day, no matter how hard things get. Keep persisting, because when 2025 clicks around, you're going to be so much better off, so much happier. Your life will be very, very different. I have complete faith in that. And it's the thing that keeps me going every day, keeps me getting out of bed every morning. And it's the reason why I continue to fight. It's the reason why I continue to make YouTube videos, the reason why I continue to try and create growth within the YouTube channel so we can have a better community and we can have good talks with each other. It's all for a reason. So anyway, I know this is a little bit different. It's not really coin specific. So if you did like this video, please smash the like button. Please share it with anyone that you think may get some value from this. Subscriber wise, it's going really well. I think we're on 1,075 now. So thank you very much for each and every one of you who have clicked the subscribe button. If you did enjoy this video, then please subscribe. If not, click back through and have a look at a few of our other videos and see if they resonate with you, and then subscribe then. Comment below what your regrets are, what your dreams are, what your goals are. And also don't forget to comment below about potentially starting the Discord community with us. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a great day, great evening. Enjoy whatever it is you're doing, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy.